Part two. I think something that women need to realize about the average man that is following Samuels and strategies and some of these other guys in this same realm is that a lot of the men that are following them are actually in a healthy place and want healthy love. They just may not present as well to us, and they're not flashy like this persona that we're after. And so we need to take note of that. When we catch a man staring at us, we need to understand that he might be hesitating because he really doesn't want to deal with the rejection, but he's actually interested in us. But a lot of times these guys come to YouTube to learn how to attract and entice women, to draw women to them because they aren't having much success on their own. So the strategies, the pickup artistry, the manipulation tactics, the fake swag, they're trying to pick all of these things up, which actually in some respect can be a very toxic things to pick up. They just are trying to avoid getting used. They're trying to avoid getting played. They're trying to avoid getting friend zoned. And they don't want to be the fallback guy either because it's causing them to be very resentful. The unfortunate part about this situation, these average healthy men, they're going to these toxic influencers, and maybe the host of the channel is trying to bed or use as many women as he wants to because he has a very, objectifying mentality, a misogynistic mentality, a very disrespectful or a very butthurt mentality. And so he's trying to manipulate women, and such. And then he's getting women. So the men that are following him esteem that. But he's trying to bed and manipulate as many women, the host, he's trying to bed and manipulate as many women as he can because his heart is screwed up and his mind is screwed up. And so the average man that actually is looking for love, that is simply just trying to get the attention of more women in a natural and organic way, is taking on some of these mentalities and ends up being kind of resentful. And that's when you end up seeing these kind of trolly, awful men, on these female influencer pages or on these, sites or channels where the men are actually trying to help women date better. It's really, really sad. Something I'm going to note is that there are a lot of women out here that are trash. And a lot of you are using good guys and turning good men bad. And then the rest of us are having to deal with that. And so the same man that is going to follow these pickup artistry channels is just trying to avoid being turned bad and trying to avoid the cruddy and trash women that are out there using them and manipulating them and stringing them along and friend zoning them or taking their money. You know who you are, and you need to change. You sure do. So the men out here are thinking that these channels are the solution because maybe this host they believe is cooler than them or preaching something that, they feel like, oh yeah, that'll pull women, when it's pulling a certain type of woman. But let's be honest here, because like I said earlier, us women, we are really caught up in the persona. This pickup artistry, this manipulation, these, as my mom would say, selling somebody wolf tickets, it's actually working. If you teach a man to use his mouthpiece more and to talk aggressively to a woman somehow is like, ooh, that's sexy. And she's getting off on that. And this guy may have nothing going on. And so then we get pulled in statistically by these dudes that have nothing going on, that don't have the right mentality, that aren't looking for partnership, and that aren't looking to respect us, value us, cherish us, provide for us. We are paying a lot of attention to them instead of the men that would actually be happy to partner us and with us and build a life with us. Really sad. Something else I believe that a lot of men are very, very tired of is being friend boxed. I think that this, as Kev said, it causes a lot of men to feel inadequate about not being selected. They feel overlooked, lied to, played, used, manipulated. So they are trying to magnetize more women to them so they have more choices. I think as he said, the average man is tired of not getting a shot, and they're also tired of watching women get screwed over by men with bad intentions and getting friend zoned because they are the nice guy. It's unfortunate because a lot of times these nice guys finish last and look silly in the process getting to finishing last. I would imagine that it's pretty frustrating and tough for a good guy to watch an awesome woman fall prey to an F-boy or a man that doesn't care about her heart. A lot of men watch this over and over and over. So women, we actually probably need to take stock of some of our friends who we have thrown in the, so carelessly thrown in the friend box so early in meeting them. It doesn't mean you need to go there and pluck them out, because this actually could cause quite a bit. He may hold quite a bit of resentment towards you because he's listened to all of your sob stories over time, over years, however long you've been friends with him.